Hello guys and welcome to a long-awaited Let's Build Part 12. The interval between the past two episodes has been so big, but I have an excuse. As you can see, what we're panning through currently is a vast template. This is the overall, and there are other things going to be built around this template, but this is basically the rest of the castle we're going to build in the next set of episodes. As you can see, we've got walls, we've got towers. This huge thing you see in front of us right now is going to be where the Great Hall stands. We've got a watchtower protruding out to the left, and this took so long to actually terraform. I had to build the landscape beneath it up to each bit, which has been why it's took so long. We're going to have a quick time lapse now, and you'll see the ground just grow up to this tower template beneath, and this is what we're going to build today. We're going to build this long bridge you can see out from the left, kind of not nearly similarly to the one we built at the very start of the Let's Build, but it's going to be good. This will then lead on, as you can see, to the walls and these two great big square towers you can see beneath. But this episode is going to be a short and sweet one. We're going to concentrate on this bridge. As you can see, we just filled in the entire thing with a layer of double stone slabs, and now we're going to build up these stairs and just build them through this walkway. Again, we're going to have a time lapse because you know how to place these. You can just see it. And as you can see, this walkway moves through this next area, this next building, which I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, but that pathway walks beneath it. What I'm actually thinking is it'll be a servant's access to the king's quarters, but all in good time. Now what I'm lining up is a few like stubs basically along the entire flat bridge, because this will give me an idea of what spacing to put beneath them really. So as you can see what I'm doing here, but then I notice one of my towers is bigger than the other. As you can see, it doesn't quite line up. This one beneath us right now is actually further out to the left than the other one across, so I have to quickly to just sort this out as quickly as possible. As you can see, I just knocked down this great wall here, and now obviously it's simply just build it in one level in. As you can see, just making sure I line it up, though as I do it, I knock through every bit of man-made brick and then line it up with this natural looking landscape I've built, which is built out of mainly dirt and a little bit of stone, as you can see. So as you can see, just making it look not exactly perfect, because you wouldn't expect the landscape to be perfect. So as you can see, and now placing specifically grass blocks down, so the rest of the grass will grow around the entire cliff edge. As you can see, it's a bit bare at the minute. Also, it is hollow inside there, but as you can see, when we fill this off, you can never tell that it's. Like, say I showed you this map finished, you would never know that that was hollow inside there, I don't think. So now we're going to carry on and do our bridge. As you can see, as I said before, we're doing these stubs to line up where we are. These are actually, you can see them now, are separated by 10 each. There are 10 blocks within the gap. And what we're going to use is a variety of different stones again to like show off the different like aspects of the castle. So again, we're using stone slabs, as you can see, I believe 12. I believe this is 6 high from the bridge, and then stone bricks like a pillar, a three stone pillar, as you can tell. What we're then going to do is actually, to vary a little bit, we're going to use tree trunks. We're going to use the dark coloured ones. I'm not sure what the Minecraft term is, but the darkest coloured tree trunks you can possibly get are what we're using as horizontal beams across the bridge. So as you can see, we've just finished both this, and we're using the stone stairs and another double stone slab, so create like a walled effect. Now, as you can see, we're going to build across here, and what we're just going to do is just put another stone stair upside down on here, an effect used throughout the castle, just to make the angles look a little bit smooth and a little bit more impressive. Now, as you see, I was going on about those trees. As you can see, this is how we're going to utilize them with this horizontal dark like pine wood, is it? I'm not actually sure. Something I wanted to do is, as you can see, I'm creating very big windows on the side of this bridge. This is because I still wanted the waterfall that we took so much time into building being visible, which is also going to be utilized, as you saw in the opening intro to the castle. In fact, actually, no, I didn't do an intro on this video, I'm afraid. Oh no, I forgot. But anyway, you'll see it now. Well, when we move on, what we've got is we're going to have water actually pouring from beneath the bridge. You'll see what I mean. It'll be like spouts of water, which is it indicates that the water is coming from the waterfall through under the bridge and out again. You'll see what I mean. It's going to be built right into the cliff face. As you can see, we've like the symmetry. It's as if we put a mirror down the middle. It's exactly the same on both sides. Now, I thought instead of having a pointed roof on this, what we're actually going to do is we're simply going to have a walkway. This actually lines up perfectly with the keep we've got at the other end of the bridge. This will allow just military access. Say there was a battle going to take place, it would be an incredible advantage to have archers positioned on here. Now, again, to create that walled effect, we we're using the stairs again, and I'm just kind of mentoring around with ideas, different ways of laying these out, different ways of spreading them out, and just to make it look as like medieval but as aesthetic as possible. As you can see, the way we're doing it now is we're making sure there's a one like square gap in between each one, and you get this nice quiet effect. This is basically finished. This is the finished part of the bridge, and what we'll do is in a moment we'll like just copy it all the way down. But first, what I tried again was a variation of different effects. So I tried this purpley nether bridge like fence or whatever you call it, but that didn't quite work. So what we went for some more vertical wooden tree trunks. But so we got rid of the purpley nether because I just think they didn't quite fit really. The wood looks quite good, I felt, but the nether just didn't seem to suit. You can't really tell that much on this video, but when you're there and the lighting's changing, when you start noticing it, it's not quite the same. So as you can see, just finishing this style off, it looks incredibly good walking through this bridge. It's probably one of the best like walkways to go through in the entire castle. We've been letting this off. Originally I was going to have this as some classroom type things, but as you can see with the torches now, we're going to skip to night, and you can see the light but it comes off it really well. Like I think it looks just as good, if not better, this castle at night. So as you can see now, we've replicated that entire style all the way down, and you can see it lines up perfectly with the keep over here. Like what I was saying, archer access is vital in a castle attack, so the way we've set it out works well. And you see what I mean? Just walking through that bridge it's brilliant. It just looks good and it feels good. Now under here is we've got to deal with this area where the cliff edge doesn't actually carry on. So as you can see, we're just going to zoom out here and you can see the entire thing from a side view. And then we're going to move on and we're going to build how I spoke about with the water coming out. So what we're doing here basically is we're getting rid of all this dirt, because what we're actually going to have is like a stone brick wall with the water spouting out through it, as if the waterfall pours water in from one side and comes underneath the bridge and out the other. You'll understand exactly what I mean when we're doing it. And as you can see, it's going to be hollow in here because you'll never be able to actually get inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock the wall one level back. We're going to use these stairs upside down, and then we're going to build the wall at this level here. So as you can see, just simply as you'd expect, blasting this wall up. What we're also going to do is we're going to add some glowstone lights. I do this off camera, but inside it's just going to be a 2 high, 1 brick wide little spout of water coming out, and to make it light up and look good at night time, we're going to have glowstone in there too, which is done off camera. Now we're just adding some more double stone slab shapes in like a diamond effect to create this entire this is where the water is obviously going to spout out of, and just stone stairs again at the normal like level, just to make it just look a little more smooth and a little more understandable. So you can see what we're doing now is we're designing where the water is going to come through. It doesn't actually spout out obviously at the pressure you'd expect to see in something like this. So what we do is we line it up like a small riverbed to just flow gently through. So now I just equip a water bucket and it comes out. It just trickles out though, which is not really what I want. As you can see, it's just trickling away. We just get rid of this tree quickly because we want this water to just flow all the way down this hill to the river below. So we spread it out, but also we add two buckets of water at that entrance of the spout just to make sure there's enough water. Like as you can see now, it just looks more ferocious and like a river. It's blasting out with it instead of just trickling. So something I believe they should add into Minecraft, something I always thought, is this water's heading down vertically, and water, it sounds good if it was a stream, but this does not sound like a waterfall. I really think in some of the new biome updates and stuff there should be a waterfall sound effect, because it just doesn't seem feasible like it is trickling. And as you can see there, we did the entire 3 along, and it all just pours down nicely, and we see the river comes from underneath the bridge elsewhere. Now this is going to have to be dealt with. Now because this is just going to be a bridge area, we need to make it look like a bridge beneath. So we're going to use this stone brick along here, and double stone slabs beneath it and above it. So you see what I'm doing in a minute. What we're going to do here is just quickly smooth it off again, as you know, normally with stairs and a little archway effect, and just replicate everything we want. A line of symmetry throughout, and here we go. This is where we do the slab above as well, and it just creates a very good, just very medieval bridge looking effect. I wanted to separate this bridge from the entry bridge. I didn't want it to look similar, so as you can see, we've gone for a variety of different effects on this one just to make it stand out, and so when you're walking around the castle you can just tell you're not in the same place as you were. As you see, we've replicated onto this side now, and the entire underside of the bridge here is finished, except some small amounts of collateral damage I did, and now we have actually finished finished this bridge area. Next episode, we're going to move on to some towers and the rest of this templated area. But for now, we've actually done this bridge. What this episode's going to come out for is between an Outlast horror game series and also a Rome Total War 2 first impressions video. So look out for both that series and the video as well. And then after them, hopefully, the new Let's Build will also be out. So we're going to move into this templated area. And thanks for watching, guys, and look out for the new episodes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready.